Welcome back to Blackthornprod. I'm Noah, an indie game developer currently working on a game called The Dreadful Whispers, which will hit Steam with a splash on the 5th of September, basically in 2 weeks, and that is just incredibly exciting. So in this video, I want to share with you a day in my life as I get ready to release my first commercial game. But first, big thank you and shout out to Hostinger for sponsoring this video. Hostinger lets you easily create and host your very own websites, and you don't even need to know how to code. My brother made this quick website in a flash. You can use the link in the description and the coupon code Blackthornprod to get a 15% discount. So I woke up at 7:30. I'm more of a night owl, but I'm also kind of a morning bird, so I like waking up anywhere between 7 and half 8 maybe latest. But yeah, I have breakfast of course, and then usually to get into that kind of game dev, artistic vibe, I usually just enjoy drawing a bit in the morning, listening to some music, kind of chill, relax, to start off the day. I promised I would draw every day up until launch one illustration in the TDW universe, which I then post on Twitter and Newgrounds. For me, this is a very relaxing, easy process. I don't need to think much when drawing. I can just listen to some music and enjoy the process. After that was done, it was time to book my Unity Unite tickets. In case you don't know, Unity Unite is a cool event held in different cities around the world. I'm going to Unity Unite in Copenhagen and look forward to seeing Brackies, Danny, Couch Ferret and more, I'm sure. Massive thanks to Unity for inviting me over, in particular Elena for handling everything so smoothly. With an exciting adventure awaiting me in September, I moved on with my day, entering once more the world of The Dreadful Whispers. For many weeks, working on my game has been mostly a tricky process of fixing small bugs, polishing bits of every level, and making many new Steam builds, each slightly different. Uploading a game to Steam, once a freaky, alien-like experience, has turned into a basic, easy routine. Currently, the hardest part is seeing my game with the right perspective. I really have played through the entire adventure hundreds and hundreds of times. It's that classic situation where I'm way too close to my creation, and I find it very difficult to really enjoy playing it anymore. I wish there was a magic pill I could take that would put me in the skin of a new player and explore the world for the very first time again. For my next big project, I'll probably make a roguelike, or at least something with random elements. So even I, the developer, can get surprised and hopefully enjoy not only making the game, but also playing it over and over and over again. In the meantime, TDW's music composer Dave and a couple other great people help quiet the doubts floating in my head with their feedback on the game, which is really positive. And as always, there's a list of interesting things I take note of and then fix or change. For example, Jonas felt like some menu arrows weren't very responsive. That's probably because there wasn't enough feedback when they're interacted with, so I spent the morning adding more sound effects to the menus. And then I fixed a little quirk Dave noticed with the music, where a dramatic soundtrack of the game was a bit quiet when really it should be loud and epic. At around 10:30, it was time to submit the game to be reviewed by Steam. At this point, the game is done. Maybe a few tiny things still need to be fixed and tweaked, but it's 97% done, I think, so better have Steam play through the game and make sure everything works nicely. It's now 11:30 and I'm outside heading over to a shop to buy a laptop. Currently I only have my bulky PC, which is of course impossible to travel with, so it's crucial that I buy a light computer I can make games on, but also travel with, so for example it will come in handy during Unity Unite. So here it is, I just ordered my laptop and it should arrive in 1 or 2 days. Then it was lunchtime and I was ready to tackle the afternoon, but first, wishlist the game. This would mean so much to me. I mean, even if you don't actually want to buy and play the game when it gets released, by wishlisting, you still help me because you're giving the Dreadful Whispers that extra chance of actually being featured in the popular and upcoming page of Steam. So that would be really incredible. If you like any of my videos, if you want to support and thank me in any way for what I've created in the past, then yeah, this is your opportunity to do so. If you don't want to wishlist, for now I have 2,600 wishlists of my game, and I think that's great, and a massive thank you to everyone who has done so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure all those wishlists come from my YouTube audience, and not from people browsing for games on Steam. But yeah, I heard that usually 50% of wishlists turn into actual sales. So let's say that's 1,300 copies of the game sold. 1,300 multiplied by 10, which is the price of the game, makes $13,000 earned. And then there's Steam that takes 30% taxes, and of course Dave, my music composer, earns a share. So yeah, in this scenario, I'll definitely make a nice little amount. Not massive, not enough really to make up for the amount of work put into the project, but it's still a nice amount. And again, hopefully those initial sales will catch the attention of Steam, who will then maybe promote the game further on the front page, or for example. But yeah, and also I'm sure that there's people from my YouTube community who want to buy and play the game, but just who haven't wishlisted it. So yeah, all in all, things look good, and I'm just really excited. Other than making regular YouTube videos, in particular the Dreadful Whispers devlogs, I haven't done much else in terms of marketing. I've contacted some press via email, and got excited when Wireframe said they were interested in featuring my work in a lone dev section of their great magazines. Hopefully they'll get back to me soon with more news on that. I'll probably contact Steam curators next, just not sure whether the game is 100% complete and bug-free yet. I might wait a few extra days, playtest a little more, and get a bit more feedback before sending those precious Steam keys to curators. Anyway, it's 4 o'clock, let's go for a walk. I seriously need to buy a desk which I can lower or raise so I can work and stand up. I feel like my legs are getting increasingly stiff throughout the day as hours go by without properly moving. So yes, where was I? Marketing. It's hard. Letting people know you and your game exist is excruciatingly difficult. The hours and days and months and effort I've put into this channel are enormous. So if everyone can just help spread the word, if you can share the Dreadful Whispers trailer with your Twitter followers, or just tell your friends about it, that would be amazing. I wanted to give a shout out to Paul Bradish, the solo developer of an upcoming indie game called Martian. You can wishlist it as well. It has a wonderful atmospheric limbo vibe to it. As you see, it just took me a few seconds to spread the words, but who knows how much it might help Paul on his journey. Now of course, the Dreadful Whispers is far more than just a future source of income for me. It's kind of like a piece of art. It's me as I am now at 19, and all the experiences and moments I've had creating this game are of course far more valuable than any amount of validation I'll get from the outside world once the game launches. So yeah, it's really, for me, I've already succeeded with this project. I've already said this before, but it's really true. I feel like I've done my job, and I'm happy as I am now. Whether it's a financial success and a critical success as well, that's amazing, that's fantastic of course, but if not, that's fine. I'll learn from my mistakes, and I'll continue on my journey and create something even better for my next big project. Okay, thanks for watching, and as always, mega thank you to my patrons for supporting me financially and giving me this opportunity to bring my ideas to life and complete the Dreadful Whispers. Remember, if you want to create and host your own website, check out Hostinger using the link in the description, and use the coupon code Blackthornprod for 15% off. Stay tuned everyone, cheers!